Is it possible I could bring up some pictures and have you comment on them?
Of course.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. I'm going to see if I can share the screen here.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got something going on here. Can you see this screen,
Oh, yeah.
Joey D?
Absolutely.
So now with Joey D and the Starlighters, they played in the Peppermint Lounge.
Correct.
So that's where the Peppermint Twist was written for.
Correct.
Now, where did the name the Starlighters come from?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I thought
that was the musicians that were behind him, and I guess he came up, someone came up with that, just like everybody else names their group, it's that's the name. I have to.
Okay.
He's got a book out also. Joey is maybe in there.
Oh, okay.
Be a copy.
Okay. And then, okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, I remember those guys. The Young Rascals. Yes.
So the Young Rascals to the Rascals. What's the story there?
There's another story that's pretty simple. Basically, we were in California at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Good Lovin' had just come out. And we were trying to wrap up, the East Coast and the West Coast of the U.S. Radio station-wise. Manager calls up and said, well, lads, I had to make a change. I said, well, what do you mean, man? He said, well, unfortunately, somebody has the name Rascals. And there was a group called the Harmonica Rascals in those days, 100 years ago, It was in the Milton Berle show. And so I changed it. I said, what do you mean you changed it? Well, I put in the Young, and I said, oh, man, come on. You know how it is with a name, it's like somebody names your daughter,
Yeah.
So, and I tell it as a joke now because I've answered this question, is that, there was a show in those days called The Little Rascals. Do you remember the Little
Oh, yeah.
They asked me, did that dog really have a ring around his eye, or was that painted on? And I go, get out of my house.
Well, yeah, to be the truth be known, I've always wondered that myself.
There you go. See, so when we had our first hit record, right after that, I said, you know what, we're changing this name. Now, it may have not been a good business decision because people got confused. Is this the Young Rascals or is this the Old Rascals? This is the Rascals. But I did not like it, It's the same with those uniforms that we had on, In those days, you had to wear a suit and tie on stage because it was 21 and over. Right. So we said, well, how about if we come up with a costume? We put the costume on it. We got la, 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 la. And the owner of the club said, you got to still put on a tie. So it ruined the whole damn thing. We had to put a tie on anyway. We tried, whatever. Yeah.
Well, it was a cool look, though. I really do. I think it's a great look.
It was really interesting. It was just, those suits are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And let me tell you, they don't need a hanger. They stand up by themselves.
I can relate. I've done shows with costume changes, and boy, they get pretty dank after a while.
Let me tell you, yeah.
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah, there he is, Uncle Ed.
Yeah. So I wonder do you know which appearance that might have been? Would that be the first one?
First one's got to be the first one, yeah, because everybody's smiling. You know how it is with groups, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was having a good time there, Plus, Dino, his hair, he hadn't done his Paul McCartney thing yet,
Yeah, he sort of started to take on that look, didn't he?
He did it, and he enjoyed every moment of it. Yeah.
But what a wonderful drummer he was.
He was great.
Really good drummer.
Well, he had an immediate advantage in that he was left-handed.
Oh.
And he never changed his drums around so it would be like the snare on the other side. So his left hand, which is the snare hand, the backbeat hand, was monstrous from day one.
Oh, wow.
The other advantage that he had is that when he came up working in a club that was known for his jazz. So he was working with people like Buddy Rich, Lionel Hampton, G. Krupa, Louis Bellson. And these drummers were leaders of their band. So instead of just keeping the beat, they had to put on a show. So he learned how to do the twirling.
Yeah.
Which nobody was doing in rock and roll.
Yeah. He definitely was the showman. And that's true. I never saw that before that.
And he was really, I mean, like a powerhouse. He was like having a locomotive right down the block saying, okay, are you going to get out of the way or am I going to push you over? I mean, he was strong, man. And I, from the first day that I played with him, it was joy. I mean, I got to say, you know, like we may have had our problems over the years, but he was phenomenal, man, on those drums. And it made it so exciting, you know, to be on stage because we literally had to keep up with that level of intensity. And we did.
So what's everybody doing these days from the Rascals?
You know, Father Time has set in a little bit. You know, we got a little health issues going on with the group. Gene, you know, we got together in 2019 trying to do sort of like a tour, and he had a heart attack on stage. You know, he just went down, man.
Oh gosh.
But he's still in recovery from that, and he's okay, but he's not okay. You know, Dean was also not doing too well. You know, as far as health wise. You know, you really, being a musician, you know, like some people take care of themselves. Some people don't take care of themselves. Some people think they're superhuman, and some people know they're not. So it's taken its toll. Sorry to say, you know, because these are my mates. You know, we go back a long way, and, you know, I just wish everything could have ended up as nice as it started. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the time, I'm very fortunate. My very first professional band, we're all still best friends.
Good for you.
Yeah, very, very, very lucky. And here's you guys again.
By the way, as you know, yeah,
yeah, it is pretty rare.
It's very rare. In business as well, marriages, business, no difference. Yeah, that looks like a TV show that we did somewhere.
That's it. That's got to be.
Yeah, it might have been in England, come to think of it, because I have my dashiki on, and I use that on my England tours. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know. I'm not sure what that was, but yeah, it's a nice set, though.
You've been honored by a Hammond organ too, right?
Yeah. Hammond organ started a Hall of Fame, and there's a lot of us in there: Stevie Winwood and Jimmy Smith and Jack McDuff, and you know, I mean, it's a great group.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yep, there's an album cover for you.
Yeah, they're starting to take on the McCartney persona there.
Yeah, you can see it right there. It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did look like Paul. And, you know, like I say, yeah, there's an early one as well. Yeah. If we could prove we could write then in those days, yes, that's good.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Check out our other vignettes and full episodes from a wide variety of guests for more great content. Please like, share, and subscribe, and become a member at SocialNRGpresents.com to access premium content and earn valuable energy points just for watching.